Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome AMD President and CEO, Dr. Lisa Su.
Welcome, welcome. How are you guys all doing? You've heard me say how much AMD loves gamers. Have you heard me say that? So we love you, and our goal is to give you exactly what you want. So look, for all of you who love PCs and love building your own gaming rigs and love the best of technology, today is for you. And it's frankly an incredibly exciting time for us as well as the industry because we're introducing the brand new 3rd gen Ryzen desktop processors and the brand new Radeon RX 5700 series graphics cards. Woo! Think that we're really proud of the Zen 2 engine. When we bring this over to the product side, it's fantastic. Just take a look at this stack. Stacks up against the competition. All right, what we're comparing now is the 3900X against the competition's Core i9 9920X at every price point. And so there is a Ryzen for every one of you enthusiast gamers. And all of these are on shelf July 7th, 7/7 globally. But you know, it's time to go to the other half of the ultimate game platform. And now it's time to talk about Navi, our next generation GPU. Are you guys excited about Navi? All right. So look, Navi is now called our affectionate Radeon 5700 series. And this GPU is designed brand new from the grounds up for gaming. The RX 5700 really starts with our brand new Radeon DNA or RDNA architecture. And this architecture was, again, designed from the grounds up completely for gaming. And you might ask, what did we focus on? And that means we have all new stuff. We have a new compute unit design, we have new caches, we have a streamlined graphics pipeline. But what that means to you from a gaming standpoint is that we are seeing a 25% increase in graphics performance per clock cycle and a 50% increase in performance per watt with RDNA. All right, E3, meet the Radeon RX 5700 XT. Is that gorgeous or what?
On the specs. 40 compute units, up to 9.75 teraflops, 8 gigabytes of GDDR6, a boost clock of 1905, and a game clock of 1755. Now, game clock is a new terminology, and that's what you're going to average see in a game on our game clock when you're playing most games. So take a look a little bit under the hood. We've spent a lot of time and effort to redesign our thermal shroud for you. And the redesign of that application was for a few reasons. We want it to be cool and quiet. We also want to give you the ability to overclock this GPU to its full potential. So this includes a power supply support connectors of 1 by 8 pin and then a 1 by 6 pin for your power supplies. And then my favorite part of the thermal shroud besides the design is the 7-phase digital power system, ready for most of you like me who are really looking forward to overclocking this GPU to its full potential. What do you think about that? Now, for our second announcement today is a brand new product called the Radeon RX 5700. It's got 36 compute units, up to 7.9 teraflops, also 8 gigabytes of GDDR6, a boost clock up to 1725, and a game clock of 1625. The Radeon RX 5700 XT will be available for $449. Leadership performance in the $399 segment, the Radeon RX 5700 will be available for $379.
And guess what? I have one more GPU for you today. This is a very special GPU, and it's in honor of our 50th anniversary this year. This is the 50th anniversary edition Radeon 5700 XT. Now, is this incredibly gorgeous? Yeah. Okay, now I know it looks pretty, but you also want to know what the specs of this card are, don't you? Yeah. And this card is the best of the best. The highest performer of the 5700 series at 40 compute engines and a boost clock of 1.98 gigahertz. Now, we are super excited about this special edition, and it's going to be available exclusively on AMD.com at a price of $499. And we also have to have an extra CPU. Meet the world's first 16-core gaming processor. This is the 3950X, okay? This is the best of the best. It's 16 cores, 32 threads, the highest boost frequency in our stack with a boost up to 4.7 gigahertz. An amazing 72 megabytes of total cache. All of this at 105 watts. Incredible performance, incredible power, the best of the best. And you can expect to see Ryzen 9 3950X for gamers around the world this September for $749.
Hey guys, what is up? RedPandaMining here. How you guys all doing? I hope you're all doing well and having a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed that highlight reel of the AMD keynote that I put together. Just pertaining of all the highlights and notable mention parts of the keynote in case you missed the live stream. So let's get into talking about the RX 5700 XT and the other models, guys. So in terms of hash rate and speculation and stuff, we'll talk about that later, power and whatnot. So look at this new fan shroud design. I actually like it. The indent is kind of interesting. I guess they tried to make it more stylish looking, but yeah, it looks pretty cool actually. It's a blower style card, this RX 5700 XT, and yeah, it's got 2 PCIe power plugs. I'll show you the spec for that in a sec. And yeah, I like the look of it, guys. It looks pretty cool. The blower style cards should be pretty good for server cases because of the way the airflow works. Yeah, there's no like air holes like regular from aftermarket AIBs. You know, they have a different shroud, but this one's a blower style cooler. And then, guys, I'm just going to show you a bunch of screenshots. So this one is the RDNA, so that's their just next generation architecture that they're claiming. And there's a 25% boost in terms of performance per clock compared to last generation, and another 50% efficiency in terms of performance per watt. So that's pretty cool. And here is the performance, the fan shroud of the design of the fan blower. So it's an aluminum alloy shroud with a back plating and yada yada yada. I think the acoustically tuned contour design, and they're talking about like it's like a Porsche or something. pretty cool, pretty interesting design. And efficient heat diffusion with graphite thermal interface material. And here it shows here, this is the 1x8 pin and a 1x6 pin for the power PCIe power. So take note of that. And it has a 7-phase digital power system overclocking ready. 7-phase power. That's pretty cool. So it should be pretty strong in terms of for overclocking and stuff. So I wonder how well that would do in mining. But we'll speculate that in a second, guys. The AMD RX 5700 XT. Okay, so this is the specs of it, okay? It's got 40 compute units, up to 9.75 in teraflops, 8 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM, okay, up to 1905 boost clock, 1755 game clock, and 1605 base clock. So I believe game clock is a new metric for gamers, I believe. So for miners, looks like ours will be the 1905 around there. And so yeah, GDDR6 guys, that's pretty good. And the RX 5700, so this is the non-XT version, has 36 compute units versus the 40 compute units. And this only has 7.95 teraflops versus the 9.75 teraflops of the XT. Same amount of RAM, 8 gigabytes of GDDR6, okay? And up to 1725 for the boost clock, 1625 game clock, and 1465 for the base clock. So one thing to mention is the RX 5700 and RX 5700 XT. I'm guessing the compute units, only a four compute unit difference, and I'm guessing it's because of this is going to be binned differently, silicon lottery, right? So these are 7 nanometer chips. I believe it's TSMC is the manufacturing process. So I'm thinking these are going to have Samsung or Micron memory. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But I know that TSMC is the manufacturer for these chips, so that's going to be really good. I think they're going to be Samsung, but we'll see when they release July 7th. Okay, guys, and then the price for the 5700 XT, $449 and $379 for the 5700. So pretty cool. I think the prices are, in my opinion, pretty high. I mean, They did show demos versus the RTX 2070 where the XT was keeping up with it a little bit more than the 2070. So the 2070 is about 500 to 550 USD, right? And the Radeon RX 5700 version 379 was compared to a 2060, keeping up with the RTX 2060, actually beating it by I believe 10 or 20%. So in terms of price, it is kind of on par with the Nvidia cards, but in terms of hash rate per the price per hash rate, we don't know yet. We obviously don't know the hash rates, but we can speculate on that in a second, guys. Okay, so another thing to note, guys, is there is another card, but it's basically the same as the XT version. This is just the 50th. I can't say that word. 50th anniversary edition, 40 compute units, 10.14 teraflops, 8 gigabytes of GDDR6, 1980 boost clock. So that's the big difference there. It does about another 70 or 80 boost clock more, and another good gigabyte or half a gigabyte more teraflops. So I'm guessing this Radeon 5700 XT, it's got the gold fan outing, the liner, the gold logo. It actually looks really cool. I actually want to buy this. So apparently this will only be sold on the AMD's website for $500 USD. And yeah, it looks pretty interesting, pretty cool. Now, in terms of hash rate, guys, I would like to just show you guys a bit more specs here. Okay, so the AMD Radeon RX 5700 XT has their more in-depth specifications here. So as you guys can see, the requirements, the TDP of the card is 225, okay? 225, it has 2 PCIe plugs, one 8-pin, one 6-pin, right? And let's go to the Radeon 7, okay? The Radeon 7 TDP was 300 watts. Now, I'm able to get on my Radeon 7 90 mega hash, okay? 90 mega hash at about 220 watts at the card, okay? That's just, I know some people can get, more power efficient frequency, hash rates, but I'm just going for my settings. So 90 mega hash, 220 watts, right? And I'm wondering, with this card, 5700 XT, it's got 40 compute units versus the 60 on the Radeon 7. Let's see here. Stream processors, 2560 on the 5700 and then the R7, the Radeon 7 has 3840. But in terms of Ethereum mining is basically memory dependent. So let's compare the GPU's memory between the Radeon 7 and the 5700 XT. So what we got here is on the Radeon 7, memory speed is 4 gigabits per second, memory size 16 gigabytes, HBM2, the bus speed is 4096 bit, and the memory bandwidth is 1024 gigabytes per second. So versus the XT, let's see here. So memory speed 14 gigabits per second, memory size 8 gigabytes, okay. So the memory type is GDDR6. So that's another big noticeable difference is HBM2 versus GDDR6. Then the memory interface is 256-bit, and the memory bandwidth is 448 gigabytes per second. So looking at those metrics, do I think the Radeon 7 is obviously going to definitely beat the 5700 XT in terms of hash rate? Yes. And let's speculate how much mega hash ETH hash is going to have on the 5700 XT. In my personal opinion, I believe the 5700 XT is going to be around, I'm going to say 50 to 60 mega hash. Okay, I'm going to ballpark it. So this is either stock or with overclock and undervolting on the 5700 XT, from the 225 TDP to 150 watts, around there. I'm gonna say around 50 to 60 mega hash on ETH hash. That's my guess. Let me know what you guys think down below. What your guys' guess is on ETH hash algorithm for the 5700 XT. And as well for Kryptonite R, for Monero. So, you know, these cards, I mean, Monero, AMD is always known for being really good on ETH hash and Kryptonite coins, Kryptonite algorithms. So it hasn't been known to be good on other algorithms, you know, like, I don't know, Kakatu, let's see, Aeon's algorithm, the Equihash coins. What other ones? There's a whole bunch of other ones, but Nvidia has dominated those coins for a long time. But apparently, this 5700 XT is, since it's a new chip design, a new architecture. I'm curious if this card will be good on any of the core dependent algorithms, mining algorithms. So it'll be interesting to see when that time comes. I don't know, in terms of the Kryptonite R algorithm, I'm gonna say I did post something in the highlights video before this. I said around 2500, 2400. But honestly, yeah, I don't know if this card will be good on Kryptonite R as good as like the Vegas, like the RX Vega 56, which gets around 2000 to 2400. But yeah, this X5700 XT, if it's going for $500 USD, yeah, I'm curious the price to hash rate comparison. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. This is what I think the hash rate will be for Ethereum or ETH hash algorithm. So let me know what you guys think. And thanks for watching, guys. This video was pretty long, but I appreciate you guys who watch me day in and day out. Let me know what you think down below about the 5700 XT and any hash rate speculation. I'd love to know. And smash the like button, guys. Please subscribe. Click the notification bell, as well as use any of my affiliate links down below from Amazon. I get a little kickback when you guys order something at no cost to you, but helps me out and helps out the channel. So appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, and peace out.